Welcome, truth seekers and listeners of untold stories, to Echo Tales. Before we delve into a tale of family betrayal and ultimate triumph, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Your support helps us amplify voices and share stories that resonate deep within. Today, we hear from Kathy, a woman whose journey from being underestimated to reclaiming her life is a powerful testament to standing firm against those who don't appreciate you. "We don't want you here anymore. Leave, you lazy freeloader who works from home," my sister spat, her words echoed by my parents' cold agreement. In that moment, something shifted within me. I was tired, profoundly tired, of a family that saw me and my beloved dog as burdens. If they were going to act that way, then I would act in kind. That's when I decided, definitively, that it was time to get back at them. My name is Kathy, I'm 33 and I'm single. I'm a freelance web designer, a job that allows me the freedom to work from my laptop, anywhere, anytime. For 2 years, my world had revolved around my own schedule in the comfort of my home, a home that would soon become the epicenter of an unexpected battle. One afternoon, my parents, unannounced, showed up at my doorstep. Their visit wasn't social, it was an inspection. "This house is really spacious, dear," my mother declared, eyes already calculating. "Feels like we could live here, too. There's even a spare room." My father chimed in, "It's a waste for Kathy to live in such a big house alone. Yes, let's do it. We'll move in this weekend." They spoke as if I weren't even there, already planning my life for me. "Hold on," I interjected, barely believing my ears. "I don't want to live with you guys." "What are you talking about?" My father's face immediately flushed. "You've taken control of this house, claiming it from your uncle, trying to make it yours. You've hit a new low." "I simply had a conversation with Uncle, and he gave it to me," I retorted, though it felt pointless. This house was indeed a gift from my father's brother, my beloved uncle, who had always doted on me. The ownership remained in his name, but he'd granted me full, unrestricted use. My father pressed on, "Don't try to justify yourself. Our old house is crumbling. Your mother and I are moving in here this weekend." Their family home, as he put it, was indeed in disrepair, requiring extensive renovations they couldn't afford. My mother didn't work, and my father's income was modest. So, they saw my uncle's generosity to me as their golden ticket. I was furious, but they had already decided to sell their house, leaving them with nowhere else to go. Feeling cornered and unable to leave my own parents stranded, I reluctantly agreed. The peace of my home evaporated the moment they moved in. The subtle jabs began immediately. "Kathy, you're in your 30s, single. Don't you think about settling down?" my father would remark, usually over dinner I had prepared. "I'm content with my job," I'd reply, trying to deflect. "If you keep saying things like that, you'll just push any potential suitors away." "Why don't you take a cue from your sister?" my mother would interject, invariably bringing up Sandy. I couldn't help but think, my sister's marriage isn't exactly perfect, is it? But I bit my tongue. Their constant criticism stung, especially when they questioned my work. "You're always glued to your computer. Are you earning money through some sketchy methods?" my mother once asked, her tone laced with suspicion. "Sketchy methods?" I responded, bewildered. "I earn my living through honest work. There's no need to be concerned." "How dare you talk back to your mother? You're nothing like your sister." This was their favorite comparison. Yes, Sandy worked at a company, but she was a temporary administrative assistant. While I don't belittle any honest work, I certainly made significantly more money than she did. My parents' generation struggled to grasp the concept of working from home, but it was still painful to constantly feel underestimated, a freeloader in my own home. Then, a spark of joy entered my life. A friend had a litter of puppies, and I adopted one, a tiny black chihuahua with the most adorable round eyes. I named him Muffin. He was everything I dreamed of since I was little, and working from home could be solitary. Muffin would be perfect company. "From now on, your name is Muffin, okay?" Woof! I hadn't consulted my family. This was my house, and I would be responsible for all Muffin's expenses. There was no reason for complaint. Yet, the moment I brought him home, the chorus of grievances began. "Hey, we didn't know you were getting a dog. Dogs can be smelly, you know. I can't stand bad smells. Kathy, How could you just bring a dog home without talking to us first? We didn't agree to this. I stood my ground. Firstly, he's from a friend. Secondly, I'm covering all his expenses. What I choose to have in my house is my business. If you have any complaints, you're welcome to leave. They bristled, faces red with indignation. But within hours, Muffin's undeniable cuteness had melted their hearts. Aren't you just adorable? Are you mommy's boy or daddy's? Or maybe sis's, they cooed, showering him with affection. It was as if their anger had been a dream. My entire family became completely enamored with Muffin. Their animosity toward me decreased, and I enjoyed a period of relative peace. Then, a single incident shattered the fragile peace. While I was out running errands, Sandy called, her voice shrill with hysteria. "Hello. Come back home immediately." "What's wrong?" I asked, bracing myself. "It's not what happened," she shrieked. "Muffin made a mess on my clothes. What if they smell?" "Oh, just wash them quickly, and they'll be fine," I replied, already tired. "Besides, isn't it your fault for leaving your clothes on the floor?" "What? It's my fault? It's your lack of training, Muffin, that's to blame." "Enough. Muffin is still a puppy, you know. If you took him out for a walk, he wouldn't make a mess at home. You said you were excited to walk Muffin today. Did you actually take him?" "Well, I was planning to take him later, and it's all because you didn't train him properly," she fumed. "Then you should compensate me for the clothes." When I arrived home, Sandy was indeed furious. My parents, alerted to the crisis, stood beside her, glaring at me. Sandy tossed the soiled clothes at me. "I'm going to make you pay for the cleaning." "Got it. Why should I?" I countered. "It's your fault for not taking him for a walk and leaving your clothes on the floor." "Shut up. Stop arguing back," my father barked. "This only happened because you brought this stupid dog home. What are you going to do about it?" "Calling him a stupid dog?" I asked, incredulous. "You were so fond of him just yesterday. Isn't it harsh to label him that just because he had a small accident? It's your fault for not training him properly. Take responsibility." Why couldn't my family think beyond their own convenience? My parents quickly sided with Sandy. "Kathy, shouldn't you at least apologize to Sandy first?" my mother urged. "That's correct," my father added. "All of this chaos is because of that Muffin you brought home. Can both of you just stop already?" I pleaded. "Puppies are like babies. Can't you forgive them for making mistakes once in a while?" "Pathetic. This mess is all because of this dumb dog," Sandy sneered, her eyes narrowing. "Kathy, you made the right choice by not getting married. If you were a mother, I doubt you'd raise a decent child." "What? How could you say that?" I gasped. "If you took him for walks properly and kept the house tidy, none of this would have happened," she continued, then pointed at me, her voice rising to a venomous crescendo. "I've had enough. I don't want you or the stupid dog here. Get out of this house." "What? Didn't you hear what I said? I said leave. We don't want a freeloader who works from home here." "A freeloader who works from home? How could someone currently unemployed say such a thing? And who did they think was covering all the household expenses?" As I stood, utterly stunned by my sister's absurdity, my parents chimed in. "That's right, Kathy. Leave this house. Your presence only brings us bad luck. You're a jinx." All three of them insisted I leave. In that moment, my anger finally boiled over. "That's enough. I've had it. If this is how it's going to be, just wait and see." Fueled by a fierce desire for justice, I packed a few essentials and, with Muffin tucked safely in my arms, I walked out. "This is all because of you," Sandy yelled after me. "If you had just done what I said, none of this would have happened." They still didn't grasp the severity of their situation, but I didn't care. Let them deal with the consequences on their own. A slow, satisfied smirk spread across my face as I left my so-called family and my former home behind. Just a few days later, as expected, my phone rang. It was Sandy, her voice laced with panic. "Kathy, please help. Something's wrong with the house." "Oh, what's going on?" I asked, feigning ignorance. "We were given until the end of this month to leave," she wailed. "What do you mean? What's the issue? Why are we being told to leave?" "Well," I said, drawing out the word, "I've made the decision to sell the house." Sandy froze. What? What does that mean? You decided to sell it? You don't have the authority. Her voice was trembling, barely a whisper. Well, actually I do, I calmly replied. You see, that house officially became mine a month ago. Yes, the title is in my name. It was no wonder she was shocked. I hadn't mentioned this to anyone. You're joking, right? Even if Uncle transferred the title to you, you can't just sell it like that. I was concerned too, I said. But right after you told me to leave, I spoke with Uncle. He confirmed that the house is now entirely mine, Kathy. He said, do whatever you want. You should get away from that awful family as soon as you can. Whether they had been listening on speakerphone or not, my parents immediately started protesting. Kathy, stop this nonsense. We have nowhere else to go if we leave this house. That's correct. It's unthinkable to treat your own family like this. If you're a good daughter, show some respect to your parents. Respect? I questioned, my voice rising. What are you talking about? You've always favored Sandy over me. Who do you think has been supporting your lives for the past few years? You all had nowhere to go, so I reluctantly let you move in with me. My unusually firm tone left them speechless. Without waiting for a response, I continued, my voice now cold and resolute. Who treated me and Muffin like burdens and kicked us out? It was all of you, wasn't it? Trying to find happiness by forcing out the original resident is shameless. You people belong in hell. My father's panicked voice, please help us. We're sorry, was met with my unwavering resolve. I don't care. Figure it out on your own, you fools. With a loud click, I ended the call. Then, one by one, I blocked every family member's contact. Muffin, startled by my raised voice, looked up at me with a worried bark. I'm sorry, Muffin, for shouting, I whispered, stroking his head. It's okay now. I'll protect you. I'm really glad I could rescue you from that family that treated you so poorly. In the end, my parents and sister were indeed forced to vacate the house at the last minute, their desperate attempts to cling to it futile. With my father's meager income and 2 unemployed adults, it's highly unlikely they've managed to secure a decent living situation. Rumors reached me that Sandy is under constant pressure from my parents to find a job, and their family dynamics are reportedly deteriorating by the day. I have no interest in their struggles, but it's clear their living situation has worsened considerably since I left. A classic case of reaping what they sowed. Meanwhile, my days are now filled with a tranquility I hadn't known possible. Muffin and I thrive in our new, pet-friendly apartment. I work whenever I please, free from critical eyes or snide remarks. Every penny I earn is for Muffin and me. I am, for the first time in years, truly content. Muffin, let's head to the dog park today. Woof! Muffin seems more lively too, perhaps liberated from the constant tension of that noisy, ungrateful family. From now on, my sole focus is to protect Muffin and nurture this peaceful existence for the rest of our lives. Kathy's story reminds us that sometimes the most powerful act of self-love is walking away from those who diminish your worth. It's a tale of reclaiming one's home, one's peace, and one's dignity. If you've been inspired by Kathy's journey, or have a similar story of taking back control, share it in the comments below. We believe every echo of truth deserves to be heard. Don't forget to subscribe to Echo Tales for more stories that resonate with the human spirit. Until next time, find your own peace.